Good morning, everybody. So, I decided just to stop worrying about the late mornings because it is what it is. So I ended up last night passing out in the middle of editing and didn't get it done. So I finished that this morning after I slept in a decent amount, actually. And that's done, and it's starting to upload now. So it's currently 8:45. So it's going to take a while to upload, but I'm going to go ahead and get breakfast going and get everything packed up, and by the time that's done, should be pretty much uploaded. And then I'll head out on the water today. So gonna be a bit of a late one, but that's okay. And yeah, I'm gonna get some breakfast going and then head out. It's a absolutely beautiful morning. The sun's behind a cloud right now, but yeah, so far so good. And I'm gonna get all this wrapped up and head out. Okay, I got the fan blowing on me. It's just a little bit warm. I've got the solar panels set out, which I just realized some of the tarp is blown up all over the solar panels, so they're not currently working. And I got the video uploading, so I gotta go fix the solar panels. But for breakfast, I got cinnamon apple oats. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat that and keep uploading the video and get everything packed up. Okay, I've got the boat loaded. It's in the water. I'm ready to head out. So it's 11:30 now. So definitely not a fast morning. But that's just part of editing these videos and putting them online, is that it takes time. My boat is slowly floating away, but it's fine. So yeah, I fell asleep last night and didn't get it edited and uploaded. So I had to do that this morning, and that's okay. So I've been worried about starting early. One, just because it is cooler in the morning and it makes sense to get out. And two, because one thing that I wanted to talk about is water. I've had several commenters talk about why am I carrying water when there's a bunch of water right here and I'm just surrounded by it. And there's a couple reasons. One, this is my first trip out here, and while I do know that the filter water is safe, it doesn't gross me out, but I still prefer, actual tap water versus filter water. And second is the water itself. So there's a huge difference between getting water out of a small stream and this. So the water basin for the Missouri River is absolutely massive, and it means that this water has come from a whole bunch of different places, and it has a lot of nasty stuff in it. So it has mining runoff and agricultural runoff, so like sprays and pesticides on the fields, and just in general like commercial industry runoff, and it's all in this water. So will filtering this water and drinking it kill you? Probably not, but it definitely can't be healthy. And if I have the option of drinking like city water, I will, and I do have that option. So I do carry a decent amount of water with me, and I'm okay with that. So another thing that people have said is, why do I carry so much water? Because I left Tobacco Gardens with about 10 gallons. And I've been told the farther south that I go, the more opportunities there are to refill, and that I probably don't need that much. And I probably will start lowering the amount of water that I have with me. So I have a plastic gallon jug that I carried with me from James Kipp. A very nice couple gave it to me, and I've been refilling that. So I'll probably get rid of that, and I'll just slowly drop it as I feel more comfortable. But right now I enjoy having that much water because I drink a lot of water when it gets hot. I'm using, I'd say over 1.5 gallons of water a day right now, between the freeze-dried meals and me drinking a lot of water during the day. So it goes away pretty quickly. So I'm okay with carrying the extra water, just so it's something I don't have to worry about. And another thing is like the weight of the water. So yes, water is heavy, and it is a chunk of weight. But I have so much stuff on this boat, and it's so heavy, that if I cut the water in half, it really doesn't change too much. like if another paddler has a much lighter loadout, which most of them do, if they cut their water in half, they might cut 30% of their weight out, and they can go a lot faster. If I cut the water out, I'm losing, what, 5, maybe 10% of my weight. So it doesn't change or cause that much change to carry the water as it would as someone with a much lighter loadout. So I've accepted that this boat is a bit of a big, heavy barge, and that's okay. That's what I decided to do as my trip, and I'm okay with it. It's my legs that have to push it down the river, so it is what it is. So as I get more comfortable with the amount of availability of water, I probably will start lowering the water a little bit, but for right now, I'm okay with the amount of water I carry. It doesn't bother me that it does make the boat heavier, and I like the peace of mind in knowing that I have it. So that's what I'm going to continue to do for a while. So the other thing that I really like about this is I'm pretty self-sufficient in the boat. That was kind of my goal. I enjoy being self-sufficient. So out here, I have well over a month's worth of food with me, and the only thing that I need from civilization is to get rid of my trash and to refill on water. Those are the two things. I have all the food, the shelter, I can charge my batteries with solar, so it's pretty nice. I enjoy that, and so the less water I get, the more times I have to stop and find water. So we'll see what the future holds, but as of right now, I'm okay with my water situation. So yeah, I'll get off my soapbox about water now and keep going. Hopefully it's a beautiful day today. It's definitely a little warmer than yesterday. The temperature isn't as high, but there's more humidity, so you can feel it more, but that's okay. We're just gonna keep going. There is a good chance of severe thunderstorms tonight, a lot better than last night, so we'll have to keep an eye on that this afternoon and just see what happens. So there's the Newtown Bridge in the distance. It's pretty cool to see it from the river's edge. I remember when I went through the first time, I was just thinking how big this reservoir is. And now, I mean, this is a narrow spot. It's pretty small here. It's kind of funny. But yeah, I should be under it in another, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, and then keep going down this shore. That's probably the next, I don't know, maybe the next week is just following the shoreline till I get to the dam. So interesting stuff. I also have a nice tailwind today, so I'm enjoying that. The breeze has picked up and it's cooled off. I'm not really sweating anymore, so that's good, because it was pretty hot in that little cove. It was a very protected little bay, which would have been great if it stormed, but it didn't. And instead, it got very hot in the morning. So, I mean, I was there pretty much all morning. So, but anyways, I'm cooling off now, and it feels amazing. And I've got a little bit of help from the wind for once, so I'm enjoying that. So here's a closer view at the Newtown Bridge. So very cool to go underneath it. Just another milestone down on this trip, and up ahead here is a big old paddle boat that I'm assuming gives like lake tours kind of thing. Okay, so it says on the side, Four Bears Casino, River Willow Riverboat on Lake Sacagawea. So it's not actually a paddle boat, it's a modernized boat that's just made to look like an old paddle boat, but still cool. I'm sure it gives like sunset tours, and I don't know about meals, but possibly. So kind of interesting. It's the biggest boat I've seen on the trip so far, and yeah, there's actually quite a big size, I don't know if that's a yacht or whatever that is, but or another tour boat that's up on the shore up there in the parking lot. That's kind of interesting. But yeah, it's a big old boat. I actually see what looks like gambling machines inside, so maybe it's just part of the casino, or maybe the casino. I have no idea. So interesting. Alright, so I'm on a little dock here. I've got the boat pulled up. I'm gonna get rid of some of my trash and use the bathroom. There is a marina here, so we'll see if it's open. I'm not entirely sure that it is. And if it is, maybe buy a cold soda. I don't normally drink soda normally, so I figure if I'm out here I can go ahead and just drink some. Not a big deal. So yeah, I've been enjoying them, and we'll see if I can get a cold one. Well, that's definitely one of the biggest boats I've ever seen up on blocks. Pretty impressive. Alright, the marina looked like it was closed, and it was. So it's just a little building there. So there's a couple porta johns right here. I'm going to visit those real quick and get back on the water. So it's a good stop on all in all. I was able to throw my trash in a dumpster, which is always nice. And I'm gonna keep going. Alright, I'm back on the water, and it was nice to get rid of trash, quick bathroom break, and now it's, just following the shore. Same as yesterday and same as tomorrow. So it is probably close to 1 now. So it's almost 1 o'clock now. It's been since I slept in so much, which was really nice. I feel really good. I'm not terribly hungry yet, but for lunch I have menu 23 pizza slice pepperoni. So I'm going to enjoy that. It's pretty much the same thing as the cheese one, just high school cafeteria pizza kind of thing, but it's okay. It's still pizza and it's still, exciting. So I'm going to enjoy that at some point and, slowly reach the next point. So I've been heading south now for quite a while, but the winds are out of the west, which means they're coming in this way pretty hard. But luckily I'm up against the shore here and there's a pretty good sized hill. So it's blocking most of the wind and it's not too bad. And the waves obviously have no time to build, so there aren't any. So that's good. So once I get down to these hills in the distance here, I will turn and have a tailwind again. So looking forward to that. It's not really a big deal. It's just trying to push me out in the lake even farther, which is fine because this is a fairly shallow shoreline here. So I got to stay pretty far away from it to use the pedals properly. So it's about 3 o'clock now, and I finally made it to the next turn. So ever since I made the turn around the point, it's kind of it's been a bit of a headwind, especially this end of it with the hills has been pretty much right in my face. It started out blowing me away from the shore and slowly turned as the shore curled in straight into a headwind. So I'm glad to get past that, and now I'm making a turn left here and I have a tailwind. So that's exciting. I should have this tailwind for pretty much the rest of the day. So I'm looking forward to that. So that's where I'm heading, all the way down there, and that's, just the next turn of the reservoir. So it's about 4:30, and I've got a open water crossing here. I've been listening to a good audiobook all afternoon. It's been rather enjoyable with the good tailwind. So the lake is still really calm, and I'm really happy for that. And I've got about a half mile across to the far shore here. So no big deal really. But it's been most of my afternoon. I got these beautiful dirt walls with some nice coal seams in them, and I've just been following them. So it's about 6 o'clock now. I keep passing these little bays that would be perfect camping, but far too early to camp, and the smoke has gotten pretty bad. I can barely even see the hillside or the hills around the corner, and looking back it's just as smoky in the distance. So it's kind of interesting. I don't know what the smoke's from. Obviously a fire, but I don't know where. And but it's not really affecting me too much. There's some crazy rock formations along the shore here. I don't know what caused that, but they're really cool. Big old lumps of like coal surrounded by rock. Weird. So the cliffs have gotten, so the hills have gotten a lot steeper through this section, and there's a lot more trees on them. That's pretty interesting. And I just keep coming on these little bays, which I cut across the other side and follow all the way around. So there's just some beautiful landscapes I'm floating past. I'm not sure that the camera is picking them up very well with it being towards the sun, but it's just really cool to see these valleys. There's bald eagles flying through them and cool rock formations, and I'm just really enjoying this. It's absolutely beautiful out here. I've got some like slow rollers that are just coming past me from behind, but it's not really causing any issues, just kind of floating over them. So, but yeah, it's been a extremely enjoyable evening so far. So there's been hundreds of carp sitting right on the surface as I'm past that point there. That was really cool. Unfortunately, the battery on my camera was dead, and I had to change it. By the time I did, they all swam off. So that was my fault for not keeping up on battery on the camera. But yeah, that was really cool. There was just hundreds of carp back there, all right next to each other. I'll see if I can find that again and get a better shot of it. I don't know how well the camera picks it up, but there's a bunch of carp just floating right on the surface. It's about 8 o'clock now, and I'm probably going to start looking for a campsite. So right now I'm just along this kind of bluff, and there's not really much camping opportunities, but there's a big open water crossing around this little point here. So see if there's a nice campsite. But it's been a good day. I think I've gone almost 18 miles so far, which is not terrible, seeing as I started at 11:30. So hoping to get to camp. I have a lot more energy today than I did yesterday, and get all my chores done, the video edited and uploaded, and hopefully I can get up early and get out just at a reasonable time out in the water. It's kind of the plan. Hopefully it'll calm down in the morning. It's not been bad, but I've had probably 1 to 2 foot rollers coming in from behind pretty much all afternoon. So not too big of a deal, but it definitely makes you pay attention. But that's about it. I'm gonna start looking for camp. I think I found camp tonight. I made it across this open water crossing here, and I think that's gonna be it for today. So it's kind of a dirt bank here, but it's all like cracked and bone dry. So hopefully it doesn't rain tonight and turn into pure mud in the morning. But other than that, I think it'll work. So I'm really hungry. My stomach's been growling for the past couple hours, so I'm gonna go ahead and get some supper and then figure it out from there. So that's kind of the plan. I might actually eat a cold weather MRE just because they got a lot of calories, and I'm really hungry. So we'll see. I'm gonna get the tent set up and go ahead and get the video edited and uploaded this evening so I don't have to worry about it, and hopefully tomorrow will be a better start. And it'll be nice and calm again tomorrow. That's the hope. So yeah, I'm gonna get to work. So for supper, I decided to go with a cold weather MRE, menu number 8, spaghetti with beet sauce. So I'm really hungry, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that before I set the tent up. I've got the tarp and my bag up over there. That'll be where I set the tent up once I get some food in me. And then I'm going to get to work editing. So exciting evening, but pretty normal. Okay, it's about 9:45 now, and the sun's just about setting. It went behind the clouds. The boat is covered up down there by shore, and the tent is set up here. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop in there, get the bed set up, and start editing a video. It's a little warm right now. There's just not much air movement, but that's okay. I got a fan, and I'll be fine. So I'm gonna try to get the video edited and uploaded tonight. That way I can get a good start in the morning. Hopefully get some good miles down. Tomorrow I go around to Independence Point, most likely. So that'll be interesting. And yeah, it was a good day. So good weather, and I made decent miles for as late as I started. So I'm pretty happy. So with that, I'm going to say good night. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.